Hello guys, Izanagi here, and it's been quite a while since I have uploaded a video to this YouTube channel, but with all the current world events and all the madness that's been happening lately, I thought I just wanted to give my opinion on everything. Whoops, so in case you've been living under a rock, a couple of weeks ago now, America, under the good old leadership of the Tango Mussolini, invaded Iran on the pretext of they have a nuclear weapon, quote unquote. We have to do regime change, quote unquote. The narrative and the story and the justification changes day by day, just like, Trump's mental state. So, hell know what's going on here. Recently, there were talks of a ceasefire that basically essentially went tits up because of good old Israel. They decided to attack Lebanon, and obviously there was a part in the treaty where it said Israel has to cease all, attacks for this to go through. And obviously Israel, as they do in the classical fashion, they do not like abiding by peace treaties or humanitarian rights or anything remoted to decency in that regard, right? As someone who, you asked me 3-4 years ago about Israel and Palestine, I wouldn't have a clue. I would just think, okay, these are two warring factions in the Middle East, and that's the only nuance to it. I have, since then, done a lot of research, reading on the topic, and I can honestly say it's disgusting what's happening in that part of the world under the Israel is essentially a proxy of America, right? They are, think of it in terms of, like, if you ever played a RTS game, Israel is essentially a forward base in the Middle East for American interests, or maybe Western interests in that matter. So, and it will do whatever it can. And it seems like it's weird how America has no control over Israel. If Israel decides it wants to bomb a place, America has to jump in, even though American taxpayers, by the way, you guys are funding Israel. Not only just its military, its, welfare system, its universal healthcare. You're funding all of that. All of your tax money is going to that. Death, destruction, and missiles. So, it's been about, I think it's leading up to almost like 5 weeks now, and the war is still continuing. The Iranians have cut off the Strait of Hormuz, which essentially is this very narrow trading area where 20% of the world's, natural gas and oil goes through. So essentially, the world economy is being strangled right now, slowly. And if not already, inflation is going to hit very soon, and prices are going to skyrocket. From, obviously, gas itself, groceries, electricity bills, etc. etc. Everything is going to go up. And the only people who are really going to profit from this war are obviously the arms manufacturers and Israel, because they are essentially ethnically cleansing the Middle East for the Greater Israel Project. And I know that may sound conspiratorial, but I implore you to do your own independent research on this matter. Don't take my word for it. This is just my opinion as a Brit. Spend more than a couple of days on the topic of Israel and Palestine. You will shortly come to the conclusion that, yeah, it's not good. And
Tom Felton, aka
okay, it's the wrong video. But every single time I've seen, I watch Piers Morgan Uncensored, and sometimes they have a pro-Palestine voice and a pro-Israeli voice. So, have an equal and even debate. And every time they get a pro-Israel person on there, they're absolutely batshit crazy, man. They, you ask them, do you know, especially what's going on now in Lebanon, where you have people getting displaced and bombed and murdered, civilians, innocent civilians, for no reason. They're not even military targets or military infrastructure. And they just say, oh, well, we tried to warn them in advance, but that's just war. Sometimes you're gonna kill civilians and kids. I gotta do what I can to protect my kids. It's like, these people are psychotic, and it's no wonder Israel is super unpopular in the West and America. They have lost so much support, and I can see with just the way they, just the guys they get on these podcasts and Western media to try and defend it. It's like they can't even pretend to be non-psychotic. They can't even put on the typical stereotypical kind of like poker face politician kind of act, right? You know, where they're like, they mean something, but they're totally fake. It's like, no, they're just like, yeah, we love killing babies and kids, and we want to basically take all your territory. They're not even subtle about it. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't want to make this to be like a just fuck Israel video, because I will also talk about America. So, Jesus. So America, yeah, it's just gone to complete utter shit under Orange Mussolini's leadership. It's a complete laughing stock. Um, it's isolating all its allies here in Europe, in the UK. Recently, JD Vance went to Hungary to try and push was it Orban? To try and like push him to win the election, and everyone knows he's a Russian puppet. And then even Trump came out and saying if Orban wins, we will give money to the country. And I'm just like, wait, why would you? Okay, for a start, that's like election interference, right? For a start. Secondly, it's like, why can't you invest this money into your own country, into your own infrastructure, your own civilians, your own public services? Why are you giving it to a foreign nation in Europe? For no particular reason. And number three, this guy is pro-Putin. So, at this point, is it even subtle to say, like, Trump is basically just a Russian stooge? Because everything he has done since he's been in office is been beneficial to Putin. He is causing chaos and a rift within the NATO and the EU, completely destroying relations. He is getting involved in foreign elections and wants to install like Russian puppets. I don't even know what. So the guy's corrupt. Oh, I also forgot a couple of days ago when Trump put out the Iran tweet where he basically, where is it? You've probably seen it. I didn't need to get this up. Trump threatens Iran. Where is it? It's somewhere. I can't find it now. But essentially, the gist of it was, if you don't surrender, I will completely obliterate your entire civilization back to the Stone Age, etc., etc. Well, he's made multiple tweets like that. So, it's difficult to keep track of. It's weird because it's one thing. It's like, okay, it's Trump. He's a fucking buffoon. You shouldn't take anything he says seriously. But on the second hand, it's like, well, he's actually not a complete fucking buffoon. If he, theoretically speaking, wanted to do this, he could have the power to do this because he's literally in charge of the most powerful military on planet Earth with the most powerful weapons. So if he theoretically wanted to do that, he could. So it's a mixture of like, you can't take him seriously, but at the same time, you've got to take him seriously given the position he's in, which I don't fucking know. Like, what's going on in America? Like, your education system's failing you guys. How does the majority of people vote for this fucking guy? He's absolute batshit crazy. Sorry, I need some caffeine. Even Trump's most former allies have turned against him. So we get the Truth Social post. Truth. Oh, this. I love how the irony. This is called Truth Social, and it's the exact opposite. Truth Social. Wait, how do I get on there? Truth Social. Can you not? Hang on. Or maybe is it on the app? This is. So basically, the TLDR is Trump went on a rant, like yesterday, where he went after his prominent like MAGA allies. So basically he attacked Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, etc., etc. You know, the people who promoted him and got him into the White House, essentially. Because they pretty much, I mean, a lot of them are crackpots, by the way, especially Alex Jones. They pretty much said, okay, yeah, this war in Iran, we are kind of, yeah, we're not about this life. And they had the goal to basically criticize the dictator. But what they didn't realize, the dictator has a very small little ego, and he doesn't take criticism very well. So he basically went on a tirade and started attacking them. If I could find the tweet, Trump attacking. I don't know what the truth. I don't want to go on Twitter in case I like. Oh, hang on. Fuck off, BBC. What kind of journalism is this? You're not gonna have the actual tweets where he rants and raves at them. Come on, come on. Okay, all these news sites suck. They don't have it. Okay. Um, we're gonna go on Times of India. I just want to see the tweet. Okay, here we go. So yeah, he basically went on like a complete unhinged tirade. It kind of reminded me, if you watch Game of Thrones, like the Mad King. They're nut jobs. Yeah, okay. I like how he's like, oh, they're nut jobs. That to a certain extent there is truth to that, right? They are kind of nut jobs, but these are nut jobs that got you into power. So you should be a bit more grateful, regardless whether or not that's true or false, right? Like they're nut jobs that helped you a lot. And here's the full tweet here if you want to read it. It's actually crazy. It may be time to put Grandpa up in a home. This is one point I can actually agree with Candace Owens on. Um, yeah, I mean, and there's still people, there's still diehard MAGA folks that are supporting Trump. It's actually insane. Epstein's not on enough. Illegal war is not enough. You know, robbing the taxpayer through various crypto scams and other dodgy business dealings is not enough. So if you're, okay, let me ask. I don't think any like MAGA people are gonna watch this, but generally speaking, what could Trump possibly do that's enough for you to turn around and be like, okay, this guy is morally reprehensible. I can no longer support him. What does he have to do? Does he have to murder your firstborn child in front of you and eat their brains? Like what? What would they have to do for you to stop drinking the Kool-Aid and like break away from the cult? That's a genuine question. I do not know. So yeah, the world is in a pure chaotic state, and it is not very good. Sometimes I have to just shut off my social media and pretend it's not happening because it's just crazy, right? The UK hasn't gotten involved yet. That's good. Despite Trump's constant tantrums and throwing his toys out the pram to constantly get us involved. Even it's like one hand he says, okay, we've only got like we've got toy battleships, and then on the other hand he's complaining that we're not helping him. Like, bro, if we got toy battleships, how the fuck can we help you? Right? You literally just said we have toy battleships. So even if we sent the toy battleships, they couldn't do nothing, right? Because you yourself said they're useless. But he wants us to help it. Like he's just a dumb motherfucker. Anyways, there was no real sort of subject in this video. I just wanted to get my feelings out. It was kind of a ramble of different topics regarding Israel and America and the whole Iran situation, and pretty much that. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section if you want to if you have a certain thing you want to discuss, talk about. Other than that, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you later. And I might do another video if I'm feeling it. But peace out for now. See ya.